To create an event in the ATDW, you will need to start from your ATDW dashboard. In the top right corner, click the Add New Listing option, unless you've got a pre-existing event listing that you are wanting to update, in which case you can find this on your ATDW dashboard and click the Update button. For new event listings, when you do click the Add New Listing, you will need to select the event category this time. This will then create a blank event listing for you to start. As always, when creating a new listing, you are directed firstly to the name and description page. This appears as a basic info page. You'll start off by typing in the name of your event. This should be exciting and representative of what your event offering is, remembering that this is the event name that is being marketed. Next, describe your event in a little bit of detail. Try to use paragraphs and make this really engaging and enticing. Under the event description, you've then got the event type. This event type is a drop-down box. This is how you can actually filter your event into the correct category. This will impact how your event is displayed and where it is displayed on various distributor websites. You can select more than one if applicable. However, we only recommend a maximum of 2 to 3. Continue to scroll down the page following the guidance section that is on the right-hand side and enter all of the relevant details. And add in at least one point of contact for your event. Remember, all of these contact details are public facing for consumers to find out more information on the event. As you get to the bottom of this page, click the next button. The following page is your venue information. It's really important to type in an address for your event, and then you can provide a written venue name there as well. When you do arrive on the date and time, it's important that you fill out these details carefully. If it is still a tentative event and just in the pipeline, you can select no and then update it to yes later. When entering the date and time for your event, there are 2 options that you can select from, either a once only or a regular. This will impact the fields that do become available for you to enter so that you can set up your event dates correctly. A once only event is if your event is on a singular day or if it runs consecutive days at the exact same time. Whereas a regular event is if your event doesn't run on consecutive days or if it runs at different times on the different days. So for once only events, you'll be able to enter in a start date and an end date, as well as a from time and to a finish time. Please note that any times entered should be entered in 24-hour time format. When clicking on the regular option, there are additional fields that come in. The start and end date is for that full period. You can then change the repeat every options as to if it's every week, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. You can also choose what days you want that event to repeat on. For example, if it's every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or if it's Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, or if it's just on Thursdays. Make sure you then enter in the start and end times to your event for those days, and again in 24 hours. For either of these options, you will need to click the apply button for it to be added to the calendar. Once you have entered in your dates into the ATDW calendar, you'll be able to see little grey boxes over the dates that you have entered. Click on these boxes and the start and end times for those dates will appear. If you do currently have information in the calendar that you do no longer want, you will need to select the clear calendar before you apply any information. You can continue adding in dates into the calendar until all of your dates are there. Make sure you enter in your accessibility information. This is really important for events to make sure that you're clearly communicating what you've got available at your venue. As with all ATDW photos, there are a strict set of guidelines. Please make sure that you adhere to ATDW guidelines with minimum sizes and then requirements of the photos and that they are landscape. For more information, you can review our photo guidelines document or the guidelines section on the right-hand side. You can also rearrange your photos into preference of what your hero photos are, making sure that your best photo for promotion has the little star on it. To do this, just click on the photo and move it across. In the optional details section is a series of other additional information fields. This includes videos, any internet access, if you've got ticket pricing or if the event is free, any ticket information there, facilities, your social media accounts, accreditations, and so on. Please navigate through these steps, filling out any information you see as required. Once these fields are completed where you see required, you can click the summary button in the top right-hand corner. This will navigate you to an overview of the entire event listing. Please review all of the information which you have placed into the ATDW, check that any links work and that all of the dates are correct again. Once you're happy, you can send this one off for review and it will be reviewed by SATC within due course.